Imagine a weapon so powerful it could bring a nation to its knees without firing a single shot. A weapon that doesn't target soldiers or cities, but something far more fundamental, the very fabric of reality. This isn't science fiction. This is the AI weapon that governments around the world are scrambling to understand and secretly beginning to fear. And no, it's not a killer robot or a rogue superintelligence from the movies. It's something far more subtle, and in many ways, far more dangerous. This weapon doesn't exist in the physical world. It operates in the digital realm, in the news you read, the videos you watch, and the conversations you have online. It's the weapon of mass deception powered by generative AI. Think about it. For centuries, warfare has been about controlling territory, resources, and people. But what if you could control something even more powerful? What if you could control what people believe is true? This is where generative AI changes the game entirely. We're talking about AI systems that can create incredibly realistic text, images, audio, and video, all from a simple prompt. You've probably seen some of the fun applications, like creating fantasy art or writing a poem in the style of Shakespeare. But what happens when that same technology is used with malicious intent? Imagine a world where you can no longer trust your own eyes and ears. A video appears online showing a world leader making a shocking, inflammatory statement. It looks real, it sounds real, and it spreads like wildfire across social media. Protests erupt, markets crash, and diplomatic ties are severed. Hours or even days later, it's revealed to be a deep fake, a complete fabrication created by an AI. But by then, the damage is already done. The seed of doubt has been planted, and the chaos is already in motion. This isn't a distant future threat. The technology to do this exists right now. We've already seen glimpses of its power. AI-generated voice clones have been used to scam companies out of millions of dollars. Fake images of political figures have gone viral, designed specifically to enrage and divide. These are just the early warning shots. The real danger lies in a coordinated, large-scale campaign. Picture this scenario. On the eve of a major election, a flood of hyper-realistic, AI-generated content blankets the internet. Fake news articles tailored to prey on the specific fears and biases of individual voters appear in their social media feeds. AI-generated audio clips of candidates supposedly confessing to crimes are sent to millions via messaging apps. A deep-fake video of one candidate appearing to accept a bribe is the top trending video online. In this storm of disinformation, what is real? Who can you trust? The goal isn't just to make you believe one lie. The goal is to make you believe that nothing is true. It's to erode the very foundation of shared reality that a functional society depends on. Trust in institutions, from the media to the government itself, evaporates. This state of widespread confusion and paranoia is called an epistemic crisis, and it's the perfect breeding ground for authoritarianism and social collapse. This is what keeps military strategists and intelligence agencies up at night. Traditional defense systems like missile shields and naval fleets are useless against this kind of attack. How do you shoot down a lie? How do you build a firewall against doubt? This new battlefield is cognitive. It's a war for your mind. The actors who could wield this weapon are numerous. A rival nation could use it to destabilize a competitor from within, triggering civil unrest and political paralysis without ever deploying troops. A sophisticated terrorist organization could use it to incite violence and recruit followers by creating a narrative of manufactured grievances. Even a domestic group could use it to tear their own country apart for political or ideological gain. And here's the truly terrifying part. The barrier to entry is getting lower every single day. Just a few years ago, creating a convincing deepfake required immense computing power and technical expertise. Today, there are apps and online services that can do it in minutes for just a few dollars. The weapon is being democratized. It's moving from the hands of state-level actors into the hands of anyone with a laptop and a grudge. So what are governments doing about this? Well, they're in a tricky position. On one hand, they are racing to develop their own capabilities. Every major intelligence agency is exploring how to use generative AI for their own purposes, both offensively and defensively. They're developing AI tools to detect deepfakes and track disinformation campaigns, creating a kind of digital arms race. It's a cat-and-mouse game where the fakes get better and the detectors have to get better, and so on forever. But on the other hand, they face a serious dilemma. How do you regulate this technology without stifling innovation or infringing on free speech? A law that's too broad could accidentally criminalize artistic expression or parody. A law that's too narrow will be easily bypassed by bad actors. It's a technological and ethical minefield. Some are proposing digital watermarking, where all AI-generated content is invisibly tagged to identify its origin. Others are pushing for massive public education campaigns to build digital literacy, teaching people how to spot fakes and think critically about the information they consume. But will that be enough when the fakes become truly indistinguishable from reality? This isn't just a problem for governments to solve. It's a challenge for all of us. The future of information will require a fundamental shift in how we engage with the digital world. It means moving away from a place of passive consumption to one of active verification. It means questioning what we see, especially if it elicits a strong emotional reaction. It means relying on trusted, reputable sources and being wary of information that just appears in our feed from an unknown origin. The weapon of mass deception is unique because its ultimate power doesn't come from the AI itself. It comes from us. A deepfake has no power until it's shared. A lie has no power until it's believed. The AI can generate the ammunition, but we are the ones who pull the trigger every time we click like or share without thinking. This is the great challenge of our time. We are living through the birth of a technology as transformative as the printing press or the internet. And just like those inventions, it holds the power to elevate humanity or to tear it apart. The AI weapon that governments fear most isn't a bomb or a virus. It's the weaponization of doubt, the automation of lies, and the potential for a future where the truth is simply whatever the most powerful AI says it is. And the fight against it won't be won on a battlefield, but in the choices we each make every single day online. Thanks for watching. If you found this topic as fascinating and important as I do, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the technology shaping our world. Stay curious and stay critical.